Alien Earth is one of our favorite shows. Yes. Yes.
So,
Yes.
correct.
Mhm.
And as of right now, I believe the general public, Gen Pop, as we like to call him, is on episode 7. I know. I know. And it's like,
Yeah.
what is episode 7? All right. You know, I'm just saying that Gen Pop was about you, Ant, because like you're like not a normie. You're like
I'm like,
oh yeah, I was still watching Alien Earth. I got that like last year. I binged it like in 2024. And we're like, oh shit, like you watched Alien Earth already? So anyway, we're all loving it. Yes.
Correct.
All right. And I think if I'm not mistaken, this most recent episode was the one that we should have watched. I think was 7, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mhm.
So just as a reference point, we're now on Isla Nublar with the released dinosaurs.
Why are you so confusing people? Don't. Why are you doing this?
You see come on, bro. That's what it is, man. Let's not pretend like this isn't Jurassic Park meets Alien, man. Like literally, it's what it is.
No.
She made friends with Blue. What's different about this Xenomorph than freaking the Velociraptor from Jurassic World? She's talking to him like it's her pet.
Impregnate you. There's a lot of things different.
Please don't mess this up for me. I'm enjoying myself.
This thing that goes down your throat and chokes you. I'm just saying that no, it's way different, dude. There's different levels of different. No.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. What we do know is that in this episode, we got a lot of Babu Sise, who, frankly, let's just keep it real, is one of our favorite characters on the show. All right. And one of our good friends, who may or may not be on the screen right now, actually had a chance to speak with Mr. Babu Sise. Here is a quick preview of what he had the chance to say, and maybe something that you might learn from him.
Show taught me how scary Peter Pan actually is. And this boy that doesn't want anyone to grow up. And what is growing up? Well, it's becoming more responsible, but also becoming more morally responsible. So you have to do the right thing at some point. But then again, we've got a bunch of adults that are doing whatever they want. And in the midst of that, Morrow trying to represent duty. He's saying, well, we have to do what we should do. So I think that Noah explores that with this backdrop of corporations. And, in the modern world we live in right now, we're asking questions of, well, what are the corporations doing? Who's really in charge here? Right. Is it our government, or is it that super powerful billionaire, trillionaire to be over there? Like, what's really controlling things? And we're in the midst of it, trying to make sense of that. So I think that exploration with sci-fi gives us a chance to do. It's what I love so much about this show. This show taught me.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, Young Deuce.
Yeah.
Can I call you Young Deuce?
Yeah. No, you just call me. You can call me Deuce. Most people just call me Deuce.
All right, Deuce.
Because I feel like most people who have Young in front of their name go by Young, and then there's confusion. You could be talking about Young Jeezy. You could be talking about there's so many Youngs. Just call me Deuce.
His mama called him Rudy, so I'm gonna call him Rudy.
You can call me Rudy. Yeah, you definitely can call me Rudy too.
No, just playing. We gonna call him Young Deuce Strong. Hallelujah. Now let me ask you. So Deuce, when you're talking to Babu Sise, I watched the interview. I could tell you were geeked up about it. What did you take away from the interview that you didn't know before you were able to interview Babu Sise?
That for one, that Babu Sise is nothing like Morrow. That to me, that's always a compelling aspect of an actor, because you really got to jump into that type of nefariousness of that character. Like Morrow, as much as we love Morrow, he does a lot of wild stuff that you're like, whoa, where you questioning. I mean, even though he's a synth, where you're questioning his morality, you're questioning his, if he's a good person or not. And we know that he's the antagonist. So, learning what goes into getting into that type of character, that was really dope to kind of get from him. And then also learning about how the themes of duty is as important to Morrow, because when I was watching the show, and my analyzation of the character is that it was Morrow, he's doing some questionable things, but for the most part, he has a mission to the company. And if you're an alien fanatic like I am, that the synths, the cyborgs, whatever you want to call them, they are always company first. So what we're seeing is an extreme version of that, because we've never really seen somebody go on the offense like Morrow, like how he is. And when the Xenomorphs and all the creatures got taken away from him, like he really got on something like John Wick type shit. Like, hey, I'm getting my monsters back. And that was really dope. Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, man. All right. Well, we was watching. Well, I don't know. Oh yeah, there you are. Yes. We was watching this most recent episode, and I couldn't help but notice that a lot of the stuff that you brought up in the interview was applicable. Like the fact that this is a world where they basically are trying to capitalize on the youth of the children, right? Like you noticed and you pointed out in your interview how he stopped using words that would be more applicable to an adult mind and started using words like hero and like villain and things like that. And we see a lot of that unfolding right here in this episode as well. A couple other things that Babu was able to talk about is he went down the list of his favorite alien movies. Now, ladies, y'all into aliens like that? Y'all watched all the movies? Yeah. Could you give a top 5 list if it came down to it? Do you know enough about Alien to give a top 5 list? No?
3 maybe.
Yeah.
A 3, top 3.
Could you maybe give a list of what you think, or give an idea of what your top movies are? And then I'd like to see how that compares to Babu Cisse's list of movies that he did bring up.
You got it, Yaz, or you want me to go?
Go ahead, you can go first.
Aliens, which is part 2.
Yep.
Then the first Alien movie. Romulus. And I thought I could do 4. It's 3. No, those are my top 3. I can't get 4 and 5. I don't need, like, no. they can't break through. I've got standards.
Yeah, how you feel about her list?
I mean, her list is pretty valid. Mine's, I mean, I'd have a couple different than your list, Kira. Mine would be Alien, the first one, just because I don't know, just Sigourney Weaver, dog, like I just can't with her. Like she is just, I'm not gonna lie, I've never wanted to not go into space, but Sigourney, she made me kind of want to if I was going to be a boss ass bitch like her, and I made it to the end. So you know what I mean? Like that's all I'm gonna say about that. But all right, so that's my first one. The second one I would probably say is Prometheus. That movie, I'm not gonna lie, has rubbed me so wrong in so many ways for so long, just because of how freaky it is. And then Romulus would be right after, because oh my god, we got a Prometheus baby. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
That would really be my top 3. And I mean, obviously now that this show is out, it is my top like favorite now of all of any alien saga. This has got to be my favorite, even though it's fucking creepy and like I have to watch it with my fingers in a blanket. I still think this one is absolutely the best. But that's my list. It would be Alien Earth, regular first Alien with Sigourney Weaver. Then it would be Prometheus, and then Romulus, because we got to see the fucking baby. That was disgusting. Oh my god.
All right, well, yes. For the chat, I know we ain't spoke to y'all too much, but yo, Yaz, we may or may not have a Yaz breakdown on the way, so don't go nowhere. I know y'all say it's your favorite part of the show. But yo, let me just say this real quick. Like in this episode, like it's I ain't gonna lie. You know what? Let me hold off on my critique as of yet, because I felt a certain way about it, and then we got to this episode, and I was like, all right, but we'll chat about that in a second. Now, when you did ask Babu Cisse these things, you also had your own list, Young Deuce. You seem to really be into the OG Alien. Maybe, dare I say, as excited as I saw you, more than all other Alien projects. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you got to remember, at the time that the OG Alien came out, like all space that we got and all the like space epics in general that we got was all like fantastical and everything like that, right? And this wasn't so you started to get like a different version of space. You started to see the horror of space, right? Which is that's why when Yaz said it made her want to go to space, I'm like, that made you want to go to space? That terrified me of space. I want to let you know that. But like it to me, I love how the groundwork that it laid for the full franchise and what like Alien is about. To me, that like if you introduce somebody into the Alien universe, obviously you want to start at number 1, but I feel like that's a great number 1 start because it gives you a lot of the lore, it gives you a lot of the mystique, and the feel of it. Just to me, it's one of those like those nostalgia pieces that when you watch it, it takes you back to that moment there. So I really love the first Alien.
Okay, the first Alien does go pretty hard. What's up? Yes.
I was like, can I clarify something real quick to Young Deuces really quickly? Okay, you don't know me, so I'm just going to tell you something really quickly. Space is one of those things that I will never fucking do. And never. It's death. Everything about space is death. I'm sorry, but leave that shit alone. Okay, we have a whole Earth when it dies. That's when we should worry about that shit. But leave space alone. And these movies are indefinitely why I'm like, yo, don't go to space. Like shit is dangerous. Don't bring shit back. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. No.
Okay, we just watched Foundation, Yaz. You weren't saying all this shit during Foundation? Like that was in space too? You know what I'm saying?
Like, Foundation, that's different. Okay, that's no. They're traveling. They're not like living in it and experimenting on different creatures. They get from different planets and shit like that. No, they're not doing that. They're like, hey, we're civilization. We got other civilizations, we have to work and like, and do shit in order with. And then there's Empire, who's like the king. No, that shit's different, Vince. What the fuck? No, you're about to get maintained. No. I'm just saying, Young Deuces, I would never, ever, ever go to fucking Earth. If you gave me like all the money in the world, I would stay right here. I would not go to space. Like I'm just letting you know. So that's why I say that if the only reason I would go to space is to be Sigourney Weaver, that's it. I'd be like, you're hunting.
Yes, you're missing out on so much, yo. If you don't go to space, you're never gonna see space travel. You're never gonna see lightsabers. You're not gonna see any Ewoks. You're not gonna see any. You're not gonna see any Wookiees. There's no Sith on the planet Earth. Okay, there's not gonna be any Klingons. You're not gonna see any raccoons that talk and fight with guns. No trees that can save you on the way out of their ships. You're not gonna see any of these things. Now, mind you, you might miss a Galactus or two. But still, you ain't gonna see none of this stuff if you stay your ass right here on Earth. That's all I'm saying. Look, you remember that movie, Every Which Way But Up, or whatever it was? Or This Is the End, or Don't Look Up. It's like that's you. Like, don't look up.
She gonna have the in those movies they always have that one person who's like against everybody, and then they have like the diner or the bar that everybody goes to. It's the old school way, nothing's upgraded or anything like that. She gonna have that. We gonna always come back.
Like, hey,
the gas place.
We having deer for dinner. I'll be back. But I'm saying though, like Akira, I'll let you go right after this. I mean this, like in
that's
serious,
when you're.
Like, I'm happy to be.
That's when you. Is
oh my bad. I'm sorry. Y'all can hear that. Y'all ain't supposed to be able to.
I'm like,
what? Stop talking.
I'm having a stroke.
Like, yeah, stop talking. Stop talking. Yes, this is a professional show. We would never, come on now.
Sure, I lost my train of thought. You can go. I'm done.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, I had one last thing because I'm so happy that our boy is here. That
right. What's the point of view, right?
Right.
So.
And you can tell, obviously, I'm doing like a lot of things at once, so you might hear a noise or two every now and then. By the way, if anybody else on here wants to do a comment and chat check, that'd be dope because I haven't looked at comment and I don't want to leave them neglected. We piling up as fuck over there. My bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. I looked over there, but go ahead. Yes, you about to say something real quick?
I remember what I was gonna say. So, but to your point about like not going to space and I won't experience all these crazy things, blah 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 blah. I'm sorry, but George Jetson was supposed to be born. It's
oh my God.
I don't have a rosy dog cleaning my house, so I'm sorry. I will stay my ass here, and y'all can bring the technology to me because I'm just saying like I don't need to go anywhere for it. I'm waiting. Still don't have a rosy dog.
Did you really just try to use George Jetson as a reason to not go to space? He lived on Earth, right? Like George, they weren't in space.
And they bring the technology to me. Okay, after, you know what I'm saying, I get my Rosie dog, she cleans my house and does all the things that she's supposed to do, and I got, you know, then we'll talk about space travel. But until they mastered that shit, I'm staying right here, bro. I'll go down with the ship.
I feel bad for you. Yes, like you're borderline flat earther, like right now. Like I feel bad for you.
Flat earther? Time out. No.
Like why would you like you won't go to space because you might meet a xenomorph?
No. Listen, you go to space, pick up a rock, and that thing will freaking eat you in some kind of way or do something, and I'll stay right here and I will warn you, and I'll be like, I told him not to touch it. I told him to leave this shit in space.
But wait, let me help. Everything's going to come here according to all works of fiction. At some point, they're all coming to Earth. We ain't got to go nowhere. Thank you. No, thank you.
I didn't have to land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock came to me. Sorry.
And on that Plymouth Rock, Prometheus X, we got, that's where Venom comes from, the moon, but that's a whole other subject. All right, cool. Well, man, I want to encourage you guys to watch more. There's more from this interview. I'd like to show some more of it. I kept trying to find the part where he was talking about one of my favorite scenes in the show, which is where Babu Cisse's character, played, who's actually Morrow, was in an elevator with Kirsch. And in this scene, like Babu Cisse, Morrow, I should say, and the dude from Justified, who's I'm named, please tell me his name.
Timothy Oliphant.
Timothy Oliphant, of course,
if you're trying to grab it on my Instagram, it's the one that got the photo of me and him.
You put it on Instagram? Oh, I was my dumb ass sitting there looking on the YouTube like an idiot.
Yeah.
It could be like forever too, and so that would have definitely made. Okay, you know what? Hey, everybody, talk amongst yourselves. Because I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up. Now let me stop. But that to me was like one of the dopest scenes. And here Mr. Babu Cisse is to tell us the thought process behind that. And actually,
like that elevator scene between Morrow and Kirsch.
Yeah,
absolute cinema.
Yeah, I love that scene. I love doing that scene. I love working with Tim. And he came in and he's such a creative person. And he said to me, hey, so I'm in there with my intense Morrow energy. He said, it's just two guys, So it's two guys, you're middle management on your side, I'm middle management on mine. We're here. It's a thing of, they're talking to each other about, well, what's it like over there? What's it like being replaced? And of course, it's got all that extra edge because we are going to kill each other maybe. But maybe not right now, because this is not a good place. And when he said that, I just started laughing. I thought, oh, this is beautiful. So even though we had that tension, the knowledge that underneath it, there's a little bit of maybe respect. It's like, okay, you're carrying your burden, I'm carrying mine. We get each other. It's okay. We'll have our day. Yeah.
The way that you bring.
If I can keep it 100 with you, that literally was one of my favorite scenes in the whole entire show. Was because another thing, if you will, Deuces, one thing we're learning about in this show is the complexity in the different characters. And we haven't gone this far in the prior Aliens. Now, don't get me wrong, we've always had an android. There's always been but we never really delved into the history of what made them an android. Why is an android just like nobody's sitting there like, oh shit, it's an android. Like it's so common now. It's institutionalized, right? So, like in this instance, we get to not only see what the mind, quote unquote, of an android, even though I know they don't call them android, they call them synths in this now. But we see that versus the cyborg. And I know a lot of folks that are watching just very casually don't take the time to say, okay, one's a cyborg, one's an android, one's a synthetic body, one's half human, half. Yeah. Okay, how do they feel about each other? And so you went right to the crux of that, man. And I love that. Honestly, this is why you shouldn't smoke. I forgot. I meant to bring the script of that scene to read it because sometimes when you read this, I'm gonna find it while we're here. But did you get the answer you were looking for, Young Deuce, when you asked him this, Joe?
I definitely was, and like I said, you hit it on the nail on the head for sure about because when I'm watching this show, again, as much as I watch Aliens, there's a lot of rules that the android sense, that they are supposed to have. So when you're seeing them actively break those rules or go against the humans, which they're supposed to be programmed not to, it's like, wait. So what are you now? Because like you said, you know, when you start seeing it, it's like, all right, like even like with Kirsch, when you're seeing how Kirsch treats Boy Cavalier, I'm like, wait a minute, how is he talking to him like that? Because usually,
right,
you can't. And so it's now like, okay, so wait, what are you now? And so it's like you said, it's diving deeper into what these synthetics are. And yeah, so you know, he gave me the answer that I was definitely looking for. But it also, I felt like he kind of let a tidbit go. Now, I didn't get those early screeners, so I have no clue. But when he was like, "Yeah, we going to kill each other," I'm like, "Oh, all right." So somebody definitely we're gonna be a fight to the death at some point here in regards to that. So I just like that. Also, the intensity of that elevator scene. That like, yes, there was structure behind it. You know, like I said, there was something that caused that, you know, that tension, but it was also like, you know, trying to fill each other out because they both really don't even know what each other is. It's like, you came from this company, I came from this company, but what are you and what am I? Like, we don't know I don't know what your skill set is, and you don't know what my skill set is. So we kind of got to figure each other out. So yeah, both of those actors have been killing it as like far as the duality in this show between them.
Yo, that is perfect. And they didn't spare any change on the casting, in my opinion. Like Timothy Oliphant ain't no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like Babu Cisse, these ain't no bullshit ass actors. You know what I'm saying? So big up to FX, who quietly puts out some of the dopest content we know. We don't really talk about him as much. Hallelujah. But because it goes directly to Hulu, that's a story for another day. Now, for those of you all who are not up to par with Alien and look, Anthony, you all right? Did you get that Cuban cafe? You need to head down to the Fort Lauderdale get you some mojo, hombo. Like go to get you some Cuban cafe. Walk up into the mira coño, necesita un poquito café porque tengo. Ahí está. Now why are you so sleepy, bro? Wake up, man. Goddamn, man. Calm your ass down. Stop. We know he was flued out, so he done did some things for some chains overnight, so he a little sleepy. Yo. So let's go ahead and keep this. Yes, I would like you to hit us with because I know we got Alien Earth fans. Shout out to Mike in the comments. Shout out to Harmony, Lisa. These are our favorites, man. Y'all always in the comments, man. But I know everybody didn't get a chance to watch the episode, so we like to hit y'all with a breakdown right after these messages.
We now present you with a public service announcement from the ladies of Pink Riot.
As the variant vixen from Pink Riot Comic Show, it is my utmost duty to promote literacy, so I want to encourage you all to bust that omnibussy wide open and snip that crack.
This has been a public service announcement brought to you by Pink Riot.
All right, everybody, don't forget Pink Riot every Thursday evening at 5 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. West. Hold on, wait.
8 p.m. Eastern.
That's what I said. Ain't that what I said? I didn't say 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. My sincere apologies. But as we said, guys, we are deeply engulfed in the alien Earth. And here to help us understand it is none only than the one and only homie, yes. I'm wondering if you could break it down. Yazzie, you up? What happened on this most recent episode of Alien Earth? Spare no bad words, please.
Oh, I will not. Don't worry. Okay, episode 7. I think you guys should strap on in because you're gonna need a seatbelt for this ride. This show is anything but out of the ordinary. It is fucking nuts. You got these aliens that strap onto your head and plant babies in you, and then they die after. It's like a whole bee sting effect type thing. But you birth an alien. That's what they forgot to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing it out there. But we get to see it in full-fledged in this episode, actually. So let's jump on in. Episode 7, we start off in the lab. And if you remember from episode 6, shit went fucking nuts in the lab. And why did it happen? Young and naive little Toothless. He was supposed to feed the pets.
Toothless.
What was his name?
Toodles.
Whatever. Why did they give them stupid ass last names. Let's just start there. Okay. Like, Toodles. Shit. Okay. I know they're kids, but like, goddamn, we need to work on these names. Okay. Like, okay. Anyway, so Toodles was in the lab. He was like trying to feed the animals, but guess who was watching him? The alien eye. And he was waiting for the ultimate moment to slam on the glass. And guess what? Toodles got locked in a cage and he died. And well, the husband, what was his name? What was the doctor's name? Adam?
I think Adam.
You guys remember the doctor? Daddy
Adam.
doctor?
It's Adam.
It's Adam. I mean,
I don't know, but he
they're
looked
his
a lot
wife,
younger
mother,
than both
so
of
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? That's Daddy Adam. Well, Daddy Adam, he ends up, you know, getting one of the
Face huggers.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
Yeah.
The face huggers on his face, and Smiley done took him into the vents, and he's hiding him. Well, guess what? We get a knock on our door. A couple more knocks on our door, and guess who it is? Guess who it is? It's your best friend. Oh my God! Hey, I want to play. Is that under your bed? There's a human. What the fuck is that on his face? What did you do? You know all these emotions. You find out your friend has done some dumb shit. Well, oh man, was it Curly? What is that kid's name?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta look at these names of these kids. Oh my God, this
Smee?
is so bad. Smee? Okay, yeah, Smee, the black kid, right? Little black kid, yeah. He finds that, oh man, Smiley done trapped Adam, and now he's like, I need your help. And he's like, and he's like, help me. You need to help me. Okay, like you're my friend. You need to help. He's like, you need to report this. He's like, no. He's going to kill my whole family, and I can't let them die. He's gonna kill yours too. Help me, take him to the beach. Okay. I'll help you. That's it. This was the most easiest coercing I've ever seen in my life. But then again,
coercing?
I mean, he technically did. He was like, no. And then he was like, okay. Help you. Even though he's Daddy Doctor and I know him and that's Adam and we shouldn't be doing this. Let's just you carry the legs, I'll carry the head. Don't worry, I got you. Let's go. Let's run through the ship. Well, as we're running through the ship trying to escape, guess who the fuck shows up? Kirsch. And we drop the body and he's not looking down. Hey Kirsch, what's up? What's going on, Kirsch? We're just going somewhere. He's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? That's not the way you teach. These two are like, you know? He's like, yeah, I know this whole time. Pick his ass up and let's go. You don't got a lot of time. Both the kids are like, we're supposed to be in trouble right now, but just pick up the body and just listen, just go. So what they do what any good synth does. They pick up the body and they just go, okay, to the beach. While we're at the beach, you know, there's some people, some guards, you know, guarding, doing their job, you know, running around. And what happens? Smiley and Smee, they just drop Adam and they're like, oh shit, hide. Bushes. While they're hiding in the bushes, you know, waiting for the bad guys and the guards to go by because they don't want to get caught. You know, they don't want to be bad since. No. While they're hiding in the bushes and they're like, okay, I think we're good. All right, let's go get Adam. Didn't we drop him right here? We left his body right here, right? Oh shit. Adam. Like this motherfucker can answer you with the face hugger on his face, and I'm sorry. These children, they lucky their sense because oh my gosh, I just cannot. Well, guess what? The damn face hugger falls out of the tree, and Smee's like, oh my god! I'm just saying, these things are like indestructible, and he's over here screaming like a little girl. I just cannot. And then what does Smiley do? He starts stomping it out. He's like, oh hell no. He's like, get it. No. Poor face hugger had no chance. You even hear the no chance. I'm just saying. So then, well, what do we do? What where's Adam? Where oh shit. Adam's like, hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's going on? And they're like, he was hey, Adam. We're evacuating. There's some shit. There was a fire. And we need to take you to your wife. Yes, we do. Adam's like, but why are we out here on the beach? Like, how did I get here? Oh, we carried you. That's how you got here. Adam's like, why did you carry me? Like, I couldn't walk? They're like, you don't remember nothing? No. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go to your wife because they're evacuating on the other side of the beach, and we're gonna take you to your wife where they're evacuating because there was a fire. Let's get over there. Come on. Adam's like, hey, what? Okay, I'll walk. As we're walking, Adam's like flashing back, and he's like remembering, oh shit, one of those things in the lab fucking came out and fucking attached themselves to my face. And he's like, hold on, I got Calm the fuck up. Wait a minute. So what happened? Why are we here? And the kids are like, we just knock him out. What do we do? Do we hurt him? We have to take him to the guy. Listen, your wife is over there. Let's just take you to your wife. Okay, everyone's evacuated. You know, you were passed out. So we thought we'd be nice and carry you. Just like, let us help you. Like, let us help you, man. Adam's like, nah, some shit's weird. And then all of a sudden, and then some blood comes out of Adam's mouth. And then guess what? Adam bursts a xenomorph out of his fucking body. Just it was absolutely beautiful. I am not gonna lie. The boys are like, you hear a scream. The fucking xenomorph runs into the fucking woods, and they're like, what do we do? Oh my god! Well, then they're like, oh, we have to look for it because I mean, like, we got to bring it to the guy, or he's gonna kill my family. And Smee's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to go home. I just did what you asked, and now you said he was gonna be okay. He's dead, and I just like, I don't know. And he's like, listen, man, we got to find the fucking thing. Let's go. And guess what? They didn't find the xenomorph. You know who they found? They found Morrow, or should I say Morrow found him. And the SEAL team with Morrow was epic. Let's just start there, okay? They showed up on the beach like Navy SEALs just popping out of the water, all gangster in their masks. I was like, oh, yeah, we watching Downward Hawk or something shit. Like it was. I was really when Morrow took the mask off, and I was like, oh shit, it's Morrow. He about to fuck some shit up. We going xenomorph hunting. Oh shit. And then I get to watch and see, oh god, as Kirsch is like watching everything go down in his iPad, and he's like, oh, there's something going on. We had to go into the lab and fix everything. And oh, Wendy, hey Wendy, you boy genius, gotta explain to you what happened. Okay, well, this one, he was dumb enough to go in there and they eat him. So the bugs eat minerals, and he is a beautiful fucking mineral. And you know, they ate him, so they never had nothing like that on Earth, like in their planet before. So they consume. Oh, and by the way, they digest their food on the outside of their bodies. So that's what that all over it, fucking whatever his name was, Toodles. Whatever. Toodles. I don't even know. That is how he died. Fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. Anyway, yeah, so Wendy's learning that, like, you know, we man down when the kids are down, and everyone's like, well, shit happens. We can upload his consciousness into another body though, right? Like that's my technology. We can just like fix it, and then he'll be good, right? Boy Genius is obviously wondering this to Kirsch, and Kirsch is like, well, technically it's kind of how it was designed, but like, you know, testing it, we haven't really done that part yet. And he was like, okay, well, good. Well, this is why we're here. So go get the shit done, and you know, give me another kid now. Do it. And Wendy's like, hold up, we are people too, okay? You're like, what the fuck? You just died, and you're just like, I need to go tell everyone. No. She's like, hold up, Wendy. Wendy, I think you need to take a minute and like, and she's like, what? I need to take a minute? I'm man down, and you're not gonna like tell everyone I'm man. Oh hell no! And he's like, Wendy, let's just go and calm you down back in your own dorm. She's like, fuck no, I'm gonna go tell the kids. Oh shit. Well, what does Boy Genius and Kirsch do? They're like, well, we have to fix the lab stuff, and we gotta keep an eye on Wendy as well. You know, make sure she doesn't, you know. And what happens? Her fucking brother finds her, and they're like, let's escape. I got these plans. I saw the Dr. Adam. He gave me all the codes. He gave me the map. I know how to get the fuck out of here. Yo, let's hatch a plan. We fly in the coop. Let's go save some of the other ones. Well, guess what? What is the little girl's name? What's the little redhead girl's name?
Yeah, I know.
I want to call her Mary because of the Immaculate Conception, but that's not her name.
Nah.
Okay. Comments, help me out. What is the redhead synth girl's name?
Come on, chat.
What is her name, chat? Help me out. You got it.
Man, I know it too. It's on the tip of my. What is it? Oh, here it go.
What is it?
Sarah.
Sarah.
It is?
Trisha said Sarah.
Okay, we're gonna go with Sarah. Okay, well, Sarah Nibs. That's her name.
Sarah.
Oh, Nibs.
Mike, you killed
Nibs. There it is. Yeah.
Nibs. Thank you. Okay, so Nibs. Sarah might have been her regular, like her human name, but
Yeah.
Nibs.
Yeah. There you go. My bad, Trisha. Damn.
Trisha, thank you. We got you. Thank you, girls. In the comments, I appreciate it. All right, so yeah, so she's like, Nibs, you want to leave? I can get you out of here. Nibs like, well, Strawberry likes to see outside. Well, and the other girl was like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here. Nope, fuck that. I was supposed to be in the lab helping Toothless. Now Toothless is dead. I'm pissed. I'm staying right here. Nope. She's like, all right, bitch, if you stay, this is Wendy, by the way. I'm Wendy now. She's like, all right, bitch, if you stay, you better not fucking say shit. She's like, I said, if you stay, you better not say shit. That girl's like, okay, I promise, Wendy, just you calm it down. And then Wendy's like, that's what I fucking thought. And then she's like, you know what? I got another fucking plan, backup plan, because I'm that bitch. And she's like, let me touch the screen real quick and start doing my little shit. Well, for those who know, okay, Wendy can communicate through screens. She can unlock shit. And she decided, you know what? I'm gonna escape. Let my baby boo escape too. Okay? Xenomorph out. That green went from red, and everybody in the fucking lab is dead. That's all I'm gonna say right now. Like, God damn it. But then,
Yo, wrap it up, yes, wrap it up.
I'm rapping. But then we see, Wendy, and she's like, I'm out here trucking, and I got my little baby boo somewhere in the woods, and I'm good. I don't gotta worry about this shit. And then guess what? The SEAL team, second team, not the first team, second team. They're like, hey, the fuck you doing? You shouldn't be here. Like, no, you shouldn't be here. You know what? I'm gonna give you the chance to run. You should run. You should go. The fuck? No, we're gonna. She's like, no, you should run. And then she's like, okay, you don't want to listen, bitch? I gave you 2 tries. And then guess what? Xenomorph was like, and just, oh my God. It's just all them died. And guess what? The best part about this was Nip sitting there with Strawberry just smiling. Just smiling. Watching them humans get murdered. She's just like, she told you. And then we're walking again, and we made it to the boat. But on the way to the boat, we see 6 unmarked graves, but they're marked graves with the children's names on them because the children's body is there. But Wendy's like, "That's not us. We are here. That's someone else's body. That's not our body. That's Sarah and Marnie, whatever her name is. Those are their bodies. It's not us. Let's walk. Come on, let's go, Nibs." Nibs is like, bye. And then they walk and they get to the boat, and guess what? Fucking her Hermit's crew is on the boat waiting for their asses. God damn it! Yo, that bitch was smart as fuck. His little boo, whatever. They got some sexual tension. Him and that girl, like that, the black lady. Yo, I'm just Hermit. I fucking told you, Hermit. Like, yo, she was. I think she's more pissed than anything that he like defied all laws and was like, listen, this money, but my sister is better. I'm out of this bitch. Okay. And guess what? They captured them. And guess who's lurking in the bushes waiting, like trying to attack, but then realizes, oh shit, I should not attack because they fucking Nibs got pissed off when you touch Strawberry. And guess what happens when you touch Strawberry and throw Strawberry into the water? You get your jaw rip off, bitch.
Oh, wow. Holy shit.
That was like the epic. That was better than watching a curb stomp on television. She just like,
hey, yo.
And then she was just like, it was just dangling, bro, like just like chilling, like, and then she was using it to beat the shit out of the other bad guys. Like, can we just start there? Nibs? I'm taking Nibs if I'm fighting. That bitch is ride or die, okay? Like, I'm sorry, but when you fuck with Strawberry, she snaps, and I'm okay? Yo, I was down for Nibs on that ending. I'm just saying, but unfortunately, Nibs got shot with some, she got shot a couple of times with a gun, and then she got shot with electricity, and she went down like twitching. Just she was down for the count, but she went out like a champ. That's all I'm gonna say. And Wendy was like, "What did you do?"
Yo,
it's a wrap.
Yeah. Yo, real quick, man. Yes, we cannot thank you enough. We always love it when you break it down. I didn't mean to do it twice. Yo, yes, I literally had to go get a towel. I had to go get a towel because I started crying because tears. You called him toothless. You there's so much,
face like he was yeah.
Yo, I love it. Yo, one more time for Yaz. Yo, Yaz is a freaking she come on, man. You gotta love Yaz when she does those epic breakdowns. But I do want to, but before we get into a little bit of Peacemaker, I definitely want to talk about some of the stuff that Yaz was talking about. So Yaz basically and all of us where we watched it. This episode, it broke some barriers. Like, we have been safely inside of these spaceships, inside of these worlds, and all of the aliens as of thus far, Deuce, have been basically contained at the best of their ability, right? They've been in at least a ship or maybe a little I don't know, you want to call them a lab or whatever. But this is the first episode in which we get Jurassic World, aka Alien Earth.
Right.
Now the lysine hasn't worked. It hasn't killed off the velociraptors, and now they're in the woods. They're out of the mansion, and they're living amongst us now. As of this point, Deuce, they're still on the island, right?
Yeah.
But what has been established now, and you tell me what you think about this too, is now we see what the plot lines are. This is a battle between 2 of the 5 companies, right? This is between Prodigy and Chat, help me out. And so we have Morrow representing
Weyland-Yutani.
Say it again. Hold on. Say it again.
Weyland-Yutani is a
Weyland-Yutani. Okay, sorry. My bad, bro. Look, man, I read subtitles when I watch shit. Okay, it ain't got none. So he's like, wait, I'm like, I'm trying to read the. I'm like, let me put the closed caption. So Weyland-Yutani and all of that on it. So now we see where it's going. Okay, and isn't this so ironic that this is honestly a really realistic plot? Like, if the world goes down, it's going to be because 2 rich motherfuckers or a bunch of rich fuckers were willing to put all of those in.
Apple, Meta,
links,
Amazon.
Tesla,
Amazon,
Starlink, shit, Disney Plus. They done took over everything. Goddamn! Look, look, bro. I would not be surprised if I get a letter from my mortgage company and they're like, "Oh, you are now owned by Disney Plus." Like, hold on, man, you own my house? So, so like, what do we do with this information? Ed, you've been a little quiet throughout this. What do you think about where we are now? Is this going to actually? How is this going to bode? We've got a toy pet velociraptor alien xenomorph who's in the woods, basically looking like he got looking like Cash Buddy. You looking like you freaking baby. Like, hey man, y'all told me to pull up. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know. It's on, probably you want to pull up on Charlie. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we done is we finish, and then he goes up into the woods. What are we doing? What are you doing, Ant? Talk to me.
Well, most of us are reading the chat, the private chat. That's what most of us is doing. I would love to help not spoil it for some of us that may or may not have perused this particular episode.
He is not going to remember when he rewatches this finally.
Yo, wait a minute. Yo, hold up, man. And are you? Yo, wait a minute.
You're not.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm sorry, Ann. I'm glad you had me on mute this whole time, bro. I'm glad.
Hold up, man. Yo, dude. I'm so mad. I'm embarrassed you did this in front of company. We got company. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me chat. Chat. You see Ed was sitting there making all these faces. This nigga wasn't even listening. He was on mute.
I have no
My bad, bro.
That whole freaking 30-minute filibuster we just got from Yaz. Freaking Ed didn't see. He just gave us his freaking. He was doing the little circle in the bottom of the screen at Sesame Street.
Oh, you don't say. What?
Yo, this ain't the first time either, Ed. Ed, we ain't gonna put you on blast. We ain't gonna put you on. Yeah, we ain't gonna put you on. Oh, is that what we doing now? We talk. Hey, one of these does not belong. Which one of these is it together? You know what I'm saying?
But I can copy off your test, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, you can look over my shoulder, homeboy, but we gonna fail the same. We both going to the same community college. Nah, but my question for you was like, how do you feel about where we are now? Don't jump ahead of us. All right. I think we're on. I think this is 6, 7. The end of this episode. Spoiler alert, real quick for those. The end of this episode, it ended with a free Velociraptor. All right. So where are you with this plot? With this plot line? Oh, now you're on mute. You know what? You know what? It is on vacation for real. He is really down there in Florida. His whole system is decided to just chirp out. He is messing up on Donald Trump's internet. They done found out about you. You going down next, Jimmy? Okay. Nah, let me stop. You gonna speak, man, or should we move on?
Oh, sorry.
Nah, don't say it. Ed got caught, man. What
we say about Peacemaker?
I was gonna say, let me save you, man.
Okay. All right. I picking up what you're putting down, Ant. Okay. All right. Well, then fine. Since Ant is on mute for the Alien Earth conversation, Kira, then why don't you tell us? Do you like where we going? I'm gonna keep it real. Before you answer, I'm gonna tell you my opinion. I'm not sure. And let me make sure I say this too. Whenever I critique a show, a movie, I'm not critiquing the actor. I'm not talking about how I feel about you, Babu Cisse, or anybody that I love on the show who does phenomenal work. What I speak about is the plot lines, which typically is accountability for the writer staff. And I'm a little bit like, woo, okay, that's where we're going. Pet alien at your disposal, where you can basically make them do whatever you want. He's kind of like, okay, what? Am I going off? I don't, what?
I don't want no parts of what you're saying right now. I am heavily.
So I'm not making any. I'm alone in this. So
I disagree.
So you disagree? Okay. You disagree. Okay, then Pate, tell me, what is it that you think?
I am so sorry. You are talking like a baboon that is upside down.
Well, I do not. Please tell me.
You are making not a make up sense.
Please, thank you. Please, thank you. Please.
What is it? So,
please tell us how you did.
Okay, so everybody's stupid. We just gonna put that out there. Yes, everybody on this show somebody's mama was also their sister. Just a titch. Just a little bit.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Some got messed up in the download with the what synthetic, not synthetics, the
Hybrids?
oh God, the hybrids. Something got messed up with the hybrids on the download. There was some kind of corrupt file that nobody accounted for. Why are these kids this goddamn dumb for this fucking long? How is Wendy the only one that's smarter than everybody, including Boy Genius? Cut it out. Like, I get being intrigued and curious and wanting to find somebody that's smarter than you, but boo, could you be the smartest person in the room? Could you try? Could you do that for one moment? You ain't got to dumb it down in order to make shit happen to make your life more exciting, which is a thing that white people do. But I'm just saying, you could also just, try to protect yourself and not let the world can. But this show is still going in the direction that it is, because I still need to figure out how Prodigy is obliterated. And the way that this show is going, that is a logical conclusion to this entire scenario. Because they are not mentioned in any capacity in the movies going forward.
Valid point. Well, I mean, we know why, because you got Boy Genius, okay, this kid who is like, oh, dumb, super smart, but he can't wear shoes to a business meeting.
Now nasty.
And then he
I like that, actually.
In his toes. And then, I'm sorry, but you have hybrids. You took children's minds and put them into synthetic bodies, okay? But you can't afford a camera system for your motherfucking island? Or like, or like one of those, like, like when the aliens, how they have like little sensor things, like when they like when the damn dinosaurs, like from Jurassic Park. Like, I'm sorry, but that technology in Jurassic Park is old as fuck, and they have gates and shit.
Wait! They have the fucking hybrids. They have the hybrids. You didn't put it on the fucking hybrids. Why didn't you? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you on some bullshit? You just peep us. This whole thing is a visualization of what happens when people got too much goddamn money. You have too much money and not enough people around you to tell you no. Beat that ass a little bit. He should. Okay, I'm not an advocate for violence on children at all in any way, shape, or form. However, he needed to be put in time out for an extended period of time. Like maybe. Maybe.
I do not disagree with you. I mean, in one of these instances, I would say, it's okay to have, discipline your child. That child needs to be a little bit more disciplined.
Just hold them under the water until the bubble stops for like 2 seconds. Just for 2 seconds.
I wouldn't go that far. Like a bell in the shower, you know what I'm saying? To like wake him up a little bit every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Look at these things.
You never know.
With you.
Okay, these are the two. These are the women. The only ones talking, the ones without kids. I'm like, this is like I'm like, man, I ain't just doing that shit, man. You gonna get me locked up, man.
I feel like I've made a correct choice in my life. I'm happy.
Hey, I ain't gonna sit there and argue with you, man. You definitely on the right side. All right, so let me. All right, the point I'm making is okay. What? This is kind of comparable to He's kind of like Quan Chi. She's kind of like she's got this. This.
Good.
I mean, because the thing that I think should talk about, and you tell me, Deuce, if you feel the same way. I feel like Wendy is on a edge of not being the protagonist in this story. Like we've kind of heralded her as the superhero. Oh, she had a kid. She was going to die terminal. Oh, she's in the bowel. She missed her brother. But now she is the conduit for the alien species. And she doesn't use it for us to to be friends. She's using him as a weapon. She's communicating with the alien and pointing her. She's pointing the Xenomorph at her enemies. And here's the part. Let me get this last part out. And then Kira and then Deuce. Let me get this part out. The disturbing part about it is even though she gives folks ample warning that this is what is about to happen. Like, yo, look, hey, this ain't what you want. Remember the cleaner said to the entertainer, this ain't what you want. But then after they get their heads smashed in, their bodies mangled, the pieces of them flying all over the place, she has zero remorse. She has zero care. She literally, I mean, because you got to keep in mind, like, some of these folks, just like her brother works for the same type of company. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's killing people that are almost just like her brother. Simple employees. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I know you can compare them to Nazis, but she's killing them, and she's just like, yo, I told you. So I don't know. She's borderline to me. There's a borderline between John Wick and Frank Castle. Okay, like you just gotta, you gotta pick. Come on. What's up, Yes?
Okay, so to your point, you have to remember Wendy. Her whole mission and reason why she technically probably let go of the Xenomorph is because her whole argument with Boy Genius and with everyone else was like, they didn't ask to come here.
Right.
She didn't ask, you know what I'm saying? Like they gave, like, she was dying, you know what I'm saying? So, and like they gave her the ability to transfer her consciousness into a body that wasn't going to be dying. So you see what I'm saying? So like Wendy feels this type of connection with, like, I didn't choose this, it was thrusted upon me. So she feels, you know what I'm saying, like this for her baby kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? She feels that connection with it because it didn't choose to come here, it didn't choose to be born, it didn't choose to be locked up in like this scientific lab and be studied, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's where I think her consciousness with everything, that she does when she warns you, and she's like, hey, that's her humanity side of like, hey, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt here. You can run or you can find out the consequences. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and her way of doing that, I think that's her way of like giving them the opportunity to make that choice. Like, you have the choice, you chose not to, you run and found out. So I think that's why she doesn't feel any empathy when she sends the creature after people, is because she's like, listen, we all didn't have a choice, but I'm giving you a choice to run or to keep fucking around and finding out. And guess what? You're going to die if you fuck around and find out. So
it's a good point. Ant, you had a point, and then Kira, I don't want to talk. Ant, he's been.
I just had a question. Because we were talking about how like Prodigy doesn't exist in the films, and we don't really hear a lot about them. I had another question. When is the first time that we see an alien queen? Because one thing I kept trying to figure out is the origin of the alien queens, because we see aliens, where they come from. The face huggers, put them in the humans, they burst out. So where do the queens come from? And I'm wondering if this show is going to answer that for us.
It's a good question.
That's a phenomenal question. Deuce? Well, yeah, Kira. You speak out, whoever wants to speak out. I ain't going to.
Okay.
Deuce,
no, so what I was going to say too, like even to the point of like Wendy's mindset, you got to remember that first conversation that she had with Kirsch at the very, very beginning with the scorpion being trapped. Remember, like that was a whole moral dilemma for her, because at first she wanted to kill the scorpion because it scared her. But then, Kirsch kind of put in an idea. He was like, well, think how the scorpion must feel coming in this world, being trapped in this glass, looking at these so-called giants to him, right? So in her, like that was like her early on message that she got before she got transferred over into her new synth body. Or hybrid body. And now that's kind of like, you got to think as a kid, you get one of those like, when you get one of those lessons early, you latch onto that lesson, and that kind of becomes your identity until you start evolving into, other things. And I can see her looking at the alien. Got to think, she saw that alien, she saw that xenomorph from a baby, and like, you know what I'm saying, to where it's at now. That's why my only gripe with this last episode was that they captured the new baby alien too fast, because I wanted to see the dynamic of, she pretty much mothered this other xenomorph. Now we got this new xenomorph coming. How is that interaction? I really wanted to see that in that wild setting.
I have a question. I think I have a question. I know I have a question. I feel like several ways I could say this. I wonder if there's a link between the xenomorph that was hatched from her brother's lung. I wonder if there's some kind of a connection between his DNA with her. That's what's been bothering me, and I don't understand when she developed this power to communicate with these fucking aliens. There's been no like direct moment in time except for when she got murked up until she woke up. So I don't.
It was just like an idea that Boy Cavalier said, "You can do this, so do it," and then she just did it, and it was like, yeah, they didn't. Yeah,
right. Like it's weird. It's weird. So I'm wondering if the reason why Wendy does not give a fuck about nobody except for this alien and getting off this planet is because there is that genetic connection with the alien now.
Interesting.
I was going to say last thing. Last thing I was going to say. The real interesting part of it is that prior to Wendy being able to communicate with the Xenomorph, we've only seen Sigourney Weaver being able to do that, and hers wasn't the same way that Wendy is doing it. Like the way that it was more telepathic or like more of an understanding. So, like I said, right now is a lot that's up in the air about how to communicate with these Xenomorphs.
Yeah, because I honestly was thinking like, well, actually, remember, and so Sigourney Weaver, it was more, or as Yaz calls it, what is Sigourney?
Whatever, dude. That's a ass name.
She was impregnated. I mean, not impregnated, so to speak.
But yeah.
So she was like the mother, and so they were not fucking with her because she was one of them, so to speak, in a sense. This is a completely different instance. This is a chick who's not even human. Like she doesn't have any DNA. Like she is made of metal. She could be beaten. She could be beaten by acidic bugs that eat her from the outside. Like so. But correct me if I'm wrong. And I know Ant's got to get up out of here real quick. He getting flued somewhere else. I think it's Dubai this time. I don't know. He always out somewhere in the middle of the world. Where you at next? Tokyo? Where you at, man? Japan? Where you going next, man? Ghana? South Cape Town?
Going back to Brooklyn. Give me some good Chinese food and pizza.
Hey, watch out now. Hey, don't start. Because if you want to put up New York Chinese food versus St. Louis Chinese food.
Hold on. I'm glad you picked your battle. Don't say nothing about pizza.
Oh, I won't. No, even though Emo's got something to say, but y'all got this weird thing where you don't like pizza to be from a franchise. So I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone. That's a whole other subject. But don't make that face. Don't make that face.
Right there. Are you okay? Are you unwell?
Kira, let me pull up Brooklyn.
With your strain, you got something contaminated in your shit, homie. What's going on? What it is?
Kira. Okay, Kira, you telling me if I pulled up to your, if I and I appeared in your apartment right now and said, let's order Domino's, you gonna be like, yeah, that's cool?
Hell no.
Thank you. If I said, let's order pizza, you say that's cool? Marco's, thank you.
Pizza, though.
And Domino's and Pizza Hut, they all have a place, right? If you only got $5 and you're hungry and you got to feed 3 people, I understand. Options are limited, right? But if you've got $10, why would you do that to yourself? Don't you?
That's my point. Like if you in St. Louis, like you're gonna get Emo's Pizza, and you're not gonna feel bad about it because it's a St. Louis franchise.
Because y'all don't have New York pizza. Like if you don't have any other options, then that's what you have to do.
Boy, wait, don't do this.
We was call a Xenomorph on your
worst case snenario. Go get you some Sparrow. Right? Like if you have to, go get some Sparrow.
Well, watch your back, bro. Shit, with the bullshit. Nah, but Ant, come on, tell me, man. Like, wasn't there an instance? Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't there an instance that Wendy started to, like, she was just talking about how Kirsch explained to Wendy, "Yo, look, you don't know how to." But I feel like there was, maybe it was when Nibs had her incident, but I feel like maybe it was when she had the interaction with the baby that we see right here in this scene. But there was an instance in which she flipped a little bit, right? Like she kind of just started to become more alien-centric.
So Wendy's never really been with the program. It's just a lot of times her goals aligned with their goals, right? She's been controlling the cameras. She's been going on the internet. She's been pirating shit and not changing her VPN. She's been doing all sorts of shit out of pocket. So she's been on this since day one. And Boy Genius has just been like, yo, let her cook. I don't know if they know how to control her.
Right.
That's
the big
point.
And
there's a reason they only made one of her, because she's the only one like her, right? None of the other synths have the strength she has, the ability that she has. She killed a Xenomorph by herself. The rest of them got cooked.
Yeah, and you got to remember, it's clear they clearly got sliders on all these scents. Like, so whatever, like whatever they felt with her, they was like, yeah, turn that aggression down real quick. let's turn smarts down a little bit. Like, they was definitely in the creator player. Like, all right, we gonna give them 63 in this statistical category because bro, we gave her 85 and she going crazy. We can't do nothing with that.
I love it. He like goes to the settings. Like, no, hold on, man. Let me go ahead and turn this down. It's like 45. Like, she's a little too intelligent right now. What is that sass? Okay, let me get the sass down from 85 to like. You know, so I love that. But yeah, that's also another thing. Like, very critical moment